On Tamaran, a handshake is the most violent declaration of war.
What's up, you guys? ToyShiz here, and I got a really rockin' fresh look for you today. We are totally going to be checking out the brand new Mattel DC Multiverse, the Batman Ninja Collect and Connect Wave Starfire. Yes, Starfire from, well, the Teen Titans classic comic books. And I actually had high hopes for this figure. I hope it delivers. Shout out and a thank you to Mattel for sending this figure over to give you guys a fresh look. This has overall been a really nice set of figures in terms of the artwork. On the back side, you get a little bit of a bio. You get to see all the characters in this particular wave and a look at the Batman Ninja. And for those looking, here is the barcode. Hopefully these will be on store shelves towards the end of June and into July. I'm kind of thinking more into July, so hopefully we see them soon. But we're going to get into it. We're going to do this up right. This is the brand new Mattel DC Multiverse Batman Ninja Collect and Connect Wave Starfire. And here's Starfire out of the packaging, and she's looking pretty stacked. I gotta say, it was kind of funny. The first thing I pull the tray out, and the Batman Ninja cape falls out. And then I remember, oh yeah, there's totally a collect and connect piece. You got the cape and then also the Batman Ninja head. So just a few more figures to go, and we'll be taking a look at him. Now, overall, she's not a bad looking figure. She comes with these energy effects. I guess let's be honest, they kind of look like saw blades or Mortal Kombat, some kind of weapon other than, I would say, energy effects. And it's a little perplexing just because of Starfire. It just doesn't look right, but we'll attach them on her arms, see how she looks. One thing I will say right off the bat, I have always used these stands. This figure, you're gonna need for stands. She has these wildly little tiny feet. It looks really tiny just for her particular body type, for where she goes with her bigger thighs down her calves. I just don't think the feet are large enough that fit her particular body type. It's odd. I would say it works, but then again, it doesn't. It's off in that sense, but it doesn't detract from the fact that she has a really nice face sculpt to her, nice hair. The original STCC version showed a little bit more of a translucency to her hair. It is still there, but it's less so, and I feel like that's a missed opportunity. I think that looked a lot better, but I do like how it goes from the yellow-orange up to the fire-red hair. Some paint issues just in terms of the top. It kind of gummies itself up here. It does, in a way, give some texture to the hair, kind of in the folds and everything else, so it works, but I don't think it was intentional. And if it was, it doesn't look really great, let's be honest. But if you can kind of fold her hair back, you can see a really nice face sculpt, very pretty face sculpt. I like it and digging it. Goes down to her costume. The silver around the purple is very fuzzy. It's a little, it's not finely applied as was the Nightwing. It's just a little bit hazy in that sense. Her little green emerald is painted nicely. She's got the two silver dots on either side. These are painted rather well. The silver is actually, there's not much fuzziness going around this side. She does have a little bit of a divot taken out right there of the silver. These are painted nice on her knees and down to the tips of her boots. So I would say the paint is applied nice, 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 and then it gets a little hazy. These are actually nice up here. Her collar, a little bit sloppy up there around her arms. It's okay. It's not fantastic. It's just okay. But it does make for a nice looking Starfire figure in terms of her articulation. I wish that they would have done something different with the hair. She has this great flowing hair, but you cannot turn her head to save her life. It's gonna look weird regardless. That would have been cool if you could turn the head and the hair, if it was two different pieces. That way you could get some better range of motion out of it. So she doesn't really look down, and she's not gonna look up because of that. Her arms are on a ball. They go every which way. She's got some really single jointed elbows. It really gives no articulation to them. Not much of anything, to be quite honest. She does have some rotation in her wrists and back and forth. Kicks out. That's pretty nice. Kicks back. Well, two more to the side. She does have some thigh swivel. She's got double jointed knees, and she's got some, well, heel rotation, I guess you could say. But again, it's the foot. You have this giant, let's say, calf down to her ankle, and then her foot is essentially fitting into she's got little tiny feet. That's the haps. The gloves are painted nicely. Her fingertips, her particular skin color is painted nicely. I really like that more muted orange sort of deal. Overall, the paint is okay. It's okay. It's not fantastic by any means. On the backside, same thing. The silver is okay. It's not fantastic. Her ab crunch works a little bit better than most. It's actually pretty good. The one thing is if you're going to get her into that flying pose, you can actually get some good poses out of her in the sense of when she's flying. That looks pretty good. And she can put her foot all the way back. So when you have her in certain poses, that foot doesn't really affect anything, but you cannot put her head back to save her life. Even with the ab crunch up top, it's just not there. In terms of her accessories, you can put them around her wrists, and they're okay. I'm not a fan of them. They don't look terrible, but they just really remind me of Mortal Kombat accessories. It just looks like she's kind of whipping around blades and not so much that she's drawing in energy or putting them out. So it's an odd choice. It doesn't look terrible, but it just really, for me, doesn't work. And of course, here she is with the rest of the figures we've already looked at from the Wave, Nightwing, and John Stewart Green Lantern. And Starfire actually clocks in just over the 6-inch mark. Her hair is what puts her over that mark, so she's going to fit in nicely with the rest of your 6-inch figures. So that's going to do it for my fresh look at the brand new DC Multiverse by Mattel Batman Collect & Connect Starfire action figure. Again, thank you to Mattel for sending this figure over to me to give you guys a fresh look. I'm curious to know what you guys thought. In closing, I would say she's got nice purple. The silver could be painted a little bit better. The hair is nice. I wish it was more of that translucency that we had seen when she was on display at SDCC. I'm really not a fan of her particular energy effects or whatever you like to call them, and she does have some really baby tiny feet going on, and she does not stand as well. So if you need to stand her up, make sure to grab a NECA stand or something that fits you better for your collection. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, escape Tamarind, because your sister Blackfire, man, she is something else. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.